Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to our YouTube bridge, as we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains where we can share our love, our passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, with that said, here we go. Captains, we got some news to go over here. So as we do, we're going to go over it, drop the 2 ECs, and then at the end, give our conclusion. So, captains, we've already discussed this. We know that this is coming. And now we have the official blog coming from Star Trek Online, which is about the T6X2 upgrade. So here we go. The experimental ship upgrade path has opened up even further. Now you can apply more tokens to your ships and get even more device, console, and trait slots. So one of the speculations were that these tokens were going to be a new token that had like just an X2 on the sort of picture of the token or something like that. But interestingly enough, they did not go that route. So we'll go straight to the blog here, and this is how we do it. So upgrade your ship even further. So experimental technology has long been one of Starfleet's greatest strengths. Recently, they extended their experimental ship upgrade technology to the rest of the Khitomer Alliance, and now that has paid off in spades. Federation, Romulan, Klingon, and Dominion scientists working in concert have expanded these experimental ship upgrades to double their power. And when Star Trek Online Incursion launches, you'll be able to take advantage. So that, as of this video, that's going to launch in about 10 days or so. So 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, this is going to be live. So ships now be upgraded, or can be upgraded, one level past the previous T6X, in addition to the upgrades that came with applying an experimental ship upgrade token the first time. Applying this upgrade adds one device slot, one universal console slot, and one starship trait slot. That means that upgrading to the new T6X2 grants you 2 of each in total. However, the second upgrade will cost you a little bit more. But of course, here's how it will work. So upgrading a tier 6 ship to a T6X requires 1 experimental ship upgrade token. We know that. Upgrading a T6 ship to a T6X requires 3 experimental ship upgrade tokens. And of course, upgrading a T6X ship to a T6X2 requires 2 experimental ship upgrade tokens. Enjoy having even more versatile ships to explore the cosmos. Captains, we'll see you in game. This opens of course, up a lot more universal console slots, which for me personally, I would probably use for just more fun consoles. Just because, like the subspace jump. Captain, if you know about that console, comment below, because that actually was one of my favorite consoles when I first started playing Star Trek Online, because I use it as like an in-game mini warp jump. I always loved that. So, and we even based that and used that in a warp jump build. But anyways, so again, all the speculation that we were gonna get another T6X2 token, it is actually using the same token, but just applying it 2 or 1 more time. So that is or 2 more times, I should say, from a T6, at least from a T6S, because I think most of us have already upgraded our ships, or at least our favorite ships, to T6X. Captains, you know, sometimes myself personally, I don't even T6X upgrade my ships, because in my opinion, just in my opinion, at least for how I play the game, it's just not required for Star Trek Online's difficulty level. But to push the quote-unquote DPS, to push the min-maxing levels, yes, of course, and test it in an ISE, which is the Universal Testing Grounds, yeah, people do want to have additional traits console slots just to be able to push the numbers to see what is capable. But again, it's not required. Now, just like before, now I won't be T6X2ing all of my ships, just my favorite ones, to see what type of performance I can get in them, and or putting just more fun consoles in their slots. So again, when we've already T6X'd our ship, all we have to do and all we need is apply 2 more experimental ship upgrade tokens. Now, this is great news, I think, in my opinion. No additional token, and they give these away during events like Red Alert's currently now, as of this video. We'll actually go to the bridge here. We'll actually go to the Stowe bridge here. So put this up here and then take this off. So currently now in game, and this is a lot, with a 2-week event Red Alert going on, they give us a free T6X token regardless. So, and there's like special events or special giveaways that they do, probably in the launch of Incursion will give us one. That was my original thought, that this is the new T6X token, if it was going to be a new token, that they just give them away. So I say that to say, I don't really think you should go buy it unless you have the resources, of course. And of course, if you just want to have it, of course, it's your prerogative. But having said that, we go over to our bank here. Go to our account bank. I still have 8, and I think I have a couple more on my tunes that are kind of character bound there. So I have 8. But this is just free. I've never bought a T6X token, and a good majority of my ships are T6X, especially my favorite ones. The one that I'm on right now, my Kelvin, is already T6X. So then we go to, of course, the title of this, how to T6X2 your ship. Well, now we know. You just if you've already done it once, you just have to apply 2 more of those tokens to your favorite ship. So all you got to do, of course, is go to the ship tailor on the how-to part of this vid. You go to your ship tailor ESD, or in wherever you are, the social map. You go here, but I am a Fed, so that I'm going to show you at ESD, of course, Feddy boy. Go to the manage ships here, near the window here, manage ships. You pick a ship, and right below it'll say upgrade. So once you upgrade it, at the day of, there's probably gonna be another button here that's gonna say upgrade again, and then it'll just add another slot. So going to the ship I have now, for fun, just for fun, what I personally would do is just add another fun console, something that would add more torque power. So instead of, let's say, me putting this Tri-Cobalt Tear launcher, now I can still have this Tri-Cobalt Tear launcher, but add another vulnerability locator. Now I can see how this is going to really benefit a lot of people, because we're going to have a universal console. Now we're going to have 2. Now, of course, with the introduction of ISO mags, that's gonna be adding a lot more DPS power, which I think is not needed, but of course it's going to be there for us to try and experiment with. Now, again, when I use these consoles, I would probably even put more torp consoles just for fun. Again, I'm basing this off of my gameplay. Okay, captains, this ship alone, we were just taking it out last night in our nightly pews, and look, it's more of a theme build if anything, and it still did about 500k. Yes, it's T6X, but you can see I am using consoles that do boost torque performance, and I'm using the Kelvin torps. Please, these, a lot of people don't like these, but I love these torpedoes. Captains, if you like these torpedoes, at least how they look and sound, comment below. But this, of course, the Kelvin is one of my favorite ships. So is this going to get T6X2? 100%. Now, like I said, I do have some of my ships T6X2, or T6X I should say, and I will be putting that additional upgrade. And of course, this is going to be, you know, something of a personal choice of yours, right? And for the most part, that's going to depend on how you play, what you do in Star Trek Online, especially with the ships. If you chase the min-max, you're definitely going to be using the ship that you use for testing in IAC, and then of course adding those additional upgrades. So I don't think it's necessary, but we'll see. With the upcoming content here in Incursion, I don't see content that's going to require this, or even current content, because this is really not required. So Caps, we thought we would just do a quick video on how to T6X2, and just of course talk about how they're implementing it, and I'm pretty happy about it. There's no additional token, it's just using the current tokens that we have in game, which they give out for free. So always do these events, always come log online when they're giving these things away. And of course, we'll do our very best to let you know here on the bridge about these T6X tokens that they give away like candy. So do us a favor, captains. Of course, hit that, oh, didn't mean to show that. Hit that like button. Also, let us know what you're going to be doing when it comes to the ship you're going to be showing or going to be using the T6X2 upgrade on. But I think it's an overall good thing because another additional token probably would have upset some captains out there. I kind of already saw some grumblings, so just applying an additional one, that's not a big deal in my favor, in my opinion. Adding just another, like just applying 2 more, that's a good decision in my opinion. So with that said, captains, this is where the video's at. Do us a huge favor again, hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing to our YouTube bridge. Comment below. Again, let us know what you're going to be doing with this, on what ships you're going to be applying it on. And of course, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.